Good morning, Wildcats. Happy Wednesday. Today, I want to tell you about an event that's happening at school on Friday at around 1:15 p.m. We might wait for some of you at the flagpole in front of the Mellow. We're celebrating Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk Day is actually May 22nd, which is a Saturday, so we're going to celebrate it on Friday in the district, at schools all around the campus and here at Watsonville High School. So, first of all, before I get to talk about who Harvey Milk was, I want to talk about some of the why. Why it's important that we have even Harvey Milk Day. So, here's a chart. So, I'm going to move myself because, first of all, we should practice our map reading skills, our graph reading skills, our chart reading skills. So we look at the title on the top, percentage of students reporting poor mental health by sexual orientation and school level. And then we see our legend down here. You see the gray says straight, the orange is gay/lesbian, the blue is bisexual, yellow is not sure, and then the light blue is something else. So we're looking at all these things, right? And then on the left here, we see there's chronic sadness is the top part, and then suicide ideation. And they have middle school, and a note down here says the middle school refers to grades 7 students, and high school refers to 9 and 11. So it's showing you the percentage of students reporting poor mental health by sexual orientation and school level. And why this is important is because we know it's not just them. So number one, what it's like to be a teenager. Just all the things that you have to go through being 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and everything else going on with your life, right? You have that. Now you have being 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And there's a global pandemic, right? So we're talking increase even more mental health, like just feeling, sad and depressed, just having some mental health issues. And then add being 13, 14, 15, 16, all the normal things that go with being a teenager and all the things going on with your life, a global pandemic, and you identify as queer, gay, bi, or maybe you're not even sure, or trans, and maybe your family completely rejects you, or maybe your friends do, or maybe you're unsure and you just don't know where and how you can be yourself. So we know everybody is having all kinds of struggles, But this graph is kind of to show you that once you just add that other factor of being LGBTQ, it increases. And so here's this graph. You see how the straight kids are gray. It says 24% are struggling, and then down here, 13% high school suicide ideation, as opposed to 39% for gay and lesbian, 47% for bisexual. Chronic sadness, 55% up here for gay, lesbian, 24% for straight in middle school. High school, 30% straight, 58% gay and lesbian, 68% bisexual. And so I'm reading this closely with you because, for one, I want to remind you how important it is to read all parts of a graph. But I just want you to see why it's so important for us to always make sure everyone feels safe and that everyone is seen and everyone can be themselves. Because we already know how hard it is to be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then add a global pandemic, and then add all of the other things you have in your life. So for our fellow Wildcats who are also struggling with that other factor of LGBTQ and maybe people not accepting them in their family, we're there for them. And thank you for being there for them as well. And we're going to show our support because every single student deserves to feel safe and accepted. Here's a quotation from Harvey Milk. All young people, regardless of sexual orientation or identity, deserve a safe and supportive environment in which to achieve their full potential. Right? That's Harvey Milk. That's his quotation. And I try to borrow it every day. So who is Harvey Milk? Maybe your teachers are going to show you a little bit more. There's some resources we shared with them. He was a civil and human rights leader. He became the first openly gay elected official. He was authentically himself. He modeled, he showed people, look, you can be yourself. He was so brave. It was at a time where people didn't do that, especially if they were trying to get elected to a leadership position. But he was a visionary. He knew if he stood up for being authentic, he could save people's lives and maybe inspire people to accept others. He was open and he was an advocate during a time of much hostility, anger, discrimination. But all of that stuff, all of the anger and the hostility, it led to many people standing up and bringing hope. His career was cut short when he was assassinated nearly a year after taking office. So that is another reason why we celebrate Harvey Milk Day, because yes, he was assassinated just in the beginning of his movement, but he is a big reason why even today, even though we still fight for more acceptance and allowing people to be authentic, we've come a long way, and he's a big part of that. So yes, we are flying the progress flag. And if you're not sure what the progress flag is, it's just the incorporation. So it has the 6 stripes that you're used to seeing, the rainbow. And then also it incorporates the black and the brown stripes here are for our Black, brown, and Indigenous folks in the queer community, to represent them. And also the blue, pink, and white is to represent our trans folks in the community, especially our trans youth. So we wanted to include everyone in the flag that we chose to fly. So here at Watsonville High School, we're all going to get together outside in front of the Mellow around 1:15, and we're going to raise that flag. We want you to be there. We want you to be there with us. You can help raise it. You can read something. I'm going to post a Google form in your Google Classroom where you can tell me, yes, I want to be there. This is what I'd like to do. You can either just stand and watch, or you can participate, whatever you like. Also, at the district at 10 a.m. on Friday, they're doing the same thing. And so if anybody wants to come with me and you're doing well in your classes and passing your classes, I can excuse you from class and you can go with me over to the district office and raise the flag over there. Because we stand up for all people and allowing people to be who they are. So once again, we'll end with a quote. Remember this: all young people, regardless of sexual orientation or identity, deserve a safe and supportive environment in which to achieve their full potential. That's you. That's all of you. We're here to make sure you can achieve your full potential and you feel safe and supported. So we'll see you on Friday. Fill out that Google form. Roar! Woohoo! Fill out that Google form. We'll see you on Friday.